It seems that going fishing with your wife actually increases your chances of success. The actors' voices as Blake Shelton discovered crucial insight gained throughout the course of the weekend. Gwen Stefani posted a video of herself and Shelton taking a much-needed vacation to the lake on March 30th on Instagram. The admirable video captures the couple's carefree lifestyle at Shelton's Oklahoma ranch, and Shelton even caught a largemouth bass, which he proudly displayed to the camera before returning to the water. "Wow, this is a largemouth," Stefani joked as Angler Jex, the Halaback Girl singer, wrote in a caption set to Stefani's 2024 track Reminders. Fans obviously like watching the pair create such amazing moments together, even though it's a far cry from their lives on the road in places like Los Angeles. "You two are absolutely perfect for each other, and it makes me glad to know that you're enjoying life to the fullest." Adding this fishing excursion to their list of adorable dates recently is long overdue, according to one admirer. "The only thing that could make this experience complete would be if Stefan's children could come along and catch a few fish of their own." The 48-year-old country artist is still motivated by his passion for hunting and fishing, even though he is one of the most famous and renowned musicians in the world. The pastimes are like healthy addictions that Shelton can't get enough of. In an interview he did with Hook and Barrel in February 2025, he spoke about how much he enjoys being outside. Shelton made it clear that hunting and fishing are two activities in which she would never become an expert. Moreover, she predicted that she would lose 99.9% of the time and fail spectacularly. "I am captivated by it. The unknown, with all the potential fish hiding behind that log, is a beautiful thing." Shelton persisted, "It may be the next Guinness World Record if I have no idea what's inside." The longest-running and most successful coach on The Voice has never had any trouble juggling his love of music with his devotion to the outdoors. Even at an early age, Shelton saw that his interests were very congruent. "I was the kind of man who, by the time I was 14 years old, had pretty well worked out what made me happy. When he told me that he might be a country singer and also go fishing and hunting, I thought, oh my God, that is my two main focus." Even while the spotlight is generally on the bright lights and glitzy events in the celebrity world, the private times between, sometimes, stars might fade into oblivion. These delicate moments, however, are the ones that fans prefer to remind us of the most. That a real bond is concealed underneath all the glitz and glamour. Blake Shelton, a country music superstar, and Gwen Stefani, a pop legend, recently had a memorable boat date that became viral on social media. The scene happened on a tranquil lake. Blake and Gwen were about to embark on a hectic week when they decided to take a sun-kissed Saturday morning off. The pair wanted a peaceful getaway after facing the rush of performing, recording, and negotiating the complex world of Hollywood. There is no better place to relax than on a lovely lake, surrounded by the splendor of nature. They embarked on their journey on a lovely old fishing boat, which appeared to reflect their carefree relationship as the sky above was a brilliant blue and the water glistened like glass. The pair couldn't help but burst into laughter and lighthearted banter as they stepped off the pier. Gwen, ever the trendsetter, sported an outfit perfect for lounging in the sun, chic yet relaxed. Shielding her eyes from the sun's rays, a hat with a broad-brimmed trendy sunnies resting elegantly on her nose, a loose-fitting tank top with shorts in contrast, Blake wore his trademark denim, a play shirt, and a battered baseball cap that looked like it had seen it all in his many years of outdoor activities. As soon as they let go of their daily concerns, the monotony of their existence was replaced by the soothing melody of the water lapping against the boat's hull and its slight swaying. They took a seat, prepared to throw their lines into the vast, azure sea. Blake, who is renowned for his cheeky personality, mocked Gwen. Just wait," Gwen said with her trademark irreverence. "I'm going to catch the biggest fish today. During your dream time." Dear Sheldon, being a country music celebrity is no guarantee that you're a master fisherman. They spoke about their hopes for the future and reminisced about fishing excursions they had as kids as the hours went by. There was a perfect blend of laughter and natural noises, and each moment seemed more fleeting than the one before. As the sun rose higher in the sky, its warm rays scattered over the lake, mirroring the couple's joy. Blake would swiftly retrieve his line whenever he felt a tug, only to discover a little catch each time. Not much to boast about, but it did liven up their friendly rivalry. At the same time, Gwen reeled in her line with composure and poise. Occasionally glancing over at Blake, she said, "Are you sure you're doing this correctly?" before joking for the umpteenth time. At first, it seemed like their primary activity was just spending time together, with fishing taking a second seat. As the sun started to set, casting a rainbow of orange and pink colors across the sky, the big catch hour was impossible to pass up. Suddenly, Gwen felt a pull on her line. Blake, her heart was racing, and she yelled out, "I think I've got something." Verging on exhilaration as she spoke, Gwen struggled as Blake raced to her aid. Gwen skillfully maneuvered the rod, her muscles tensing with effort. In the heat of the moment, even Blake's competitive spirit took a back seat as they both focused on the line dancing beneath the water's surface. Blake cheered her on with a mixture of encouragement and comic mockery, telling her, "Come on, Gwen, show that fish who's boss." "Whoa!" they exclaimed as they finally got a sight of the fish after what seemed like an eternity of suspense. Blake screeched in astonishment. Nothing they'd seen all day had compared to its size. It was a thrilling moment. Gwen caught a huge bass, and they both looked at one another with a mixture of amazement and delight. In a joint effort, they successfully hoisted the fish aboard the boat. As the sun set, its scales reflected the happiness of the day. As her jubilant cries resounded over the sea, Gwen sprang from one foot to the other and yelled, "I can't believe I caught it. This is the biggest fish ever." Her smile spread across her face as she made her announcement. Refusing to be surpassed, Blake smirked mischievously. "It could not have been that difficult, right? After all, I am the country music celebrity here." "LOL," Gwen said. "Perhaps, but competence is paramount. I am Blake." Gwen delicately handled the fish and took a triumphant photo with Blake as the sun set and cast a twilight glow over the sky. With the base resting between them, a memento of their journey, the pair smiled broadly as they posed. Blake turned to Gwen in that gentle twilight, his expression softening as the couple decided to release the fish back into the water as a tribute to their relationship and the journey they had embarked on together. They had earlier discussed the catch and release philosophy, and now they were putting it into practice. "Today, I prioritized spending time with you before catching fish, you know what I mean?" With genuine emotion tinged his confession, he said. Prompted by his kind words, I said, "I feel the same way." "Today has been absolutely ideal," Blake said. The faraway sound of a loom interrupted their tranquil moment. The echoing melody that cuts through the tranquil lake with the water's depths reflecting their bond, the pair sat in peaceful stillness. They were embraced by a tranquility. As they made their way back to shore, the moon's gentle light crept over the lake, casting an ethereal shine on their cheeks as they cherished love, laughing, and life's simple pleasures. As they shared memories, jokes, and aspirations for the future, Blake and Gwen subtly referenced the lighthearted rivalry that had characterized their day. "A larger fish will be mine the next time around." As they engaged in this lighthearted contest, Gwen playfully poked Blake and said, "I'll be ready for you." Blake grinned mischievously. Blake let out a chuckle. "Hey Stephanie, just hang in there. The next time we play, I'll be ready." As they returned to their hectic lives of performing on stage and performing for large audiences, it was times like these, filled with love, laughter, and the simplicity of fishing on a peaceful lake, that reminded them of their bond. They weren't just partners in the spotlight. They were friends and companions who shared in life's joys and sorrows. True love is beautiful, and Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani are a beautiful reminder of it. They summed up their relationship in a fun boat date full of love, laughing, and healthy competitiveness. Cut apart from the mayhem of the Hollywood glitterati, viewers were captivated by the couple's daily antics as they revealed glimpses of their lives on social media. Fans went crazy over clips of the fishing trip and the happy ending of Gwen's catch, praising the couple for being genuine and the wonderful connection they had. The engagement was a lovely reminder that love can flourish in the most unexpected places. Blake may have made fun of his fishing skills, but what they really caught that day was a reminder of how much they love and support each other, as well as some great tales to tell when they got home. Through working together, they discovered a bond, and in their alone time, they discovered a love that could endure any challenge. As they forge on in their separate professions, one thing is certain: there will be more adventures to come. Blake and Gwen are irresistibly charming in whatever setting, whether at a tranquil lake for fishing or a bustling concert hall.